I uploaded a video about a month ago. I'm just going to put the thumbnail here so you go look at that video, because this video here is a continuation to that video. Okay, so you have to see that one before you see this one. On that video, I talked about the 5 basic steps that you can take to start sewing. So you're new to sewing, you are new to the fashion industry, and you want to understand how to sew, not just outfits, how to sew anything. I talked about the 5 steps that you can take and you will just start sewing. First is you need to get the tools. And when I say the tools, the basic tools, not something out of this world, the basic things that a tailor should have, okay, a seamstress should have. And then my number 2, I talked about, now you got your tools and you're able to get needle and thread as part of your tools, because that's part of the basic tools. And you got maybe hand sewing machine, you got, the normal sewing machine. Now start sewing. That's the number 2. Number 2, start sewing. Start using them. And when I mean start using them, I mean start learning how to stitch. That was the number 2 I mentioned on the previous video. And number 3 is learn how to read your tape. Number 2, number 3, number 4, those ones are just all under the tools, because once you have these tools, now you are learning how to use the tools, okay? And that is the thread, needle, sewing machine. You learn how to stitch. Now your tape, you need to learn how to use your tape, how to read the tape properly. And what I should have said on that video is, after learning how to read your tape properly, the next thing you should do is start using your tape to measure width and length and start sewing something. I was supposed to say that as probably number 3A, because I went ahead to say number 4, you should start using that tape to take body measurements. I don't want it to sound like my video was just talking about anybody that wants to learn how to sew only outfits. That video talked about you want to learn how to sew generally on any kind of project, outfits, handkerchief, anything, okay? Table covers, just anything. You want to learn how to sew anything, yeah. So I should have generalized it. Yeah, that's what I should have done. But anyways, number 4 is learn how to take body measurements. Number 5 is mark the measurements on the fabric. But we're going to scrap number 4 and number 5 and say, learn how to mark measurements using your tape, which is on length and on width. So we should be talking about length and width, because once you know how to take measurement, length and width, you can be sewing anything, okay? So those were the basic steps I mentioned on that particular video. I think you should go watch that video, because I did so much. I even showed you how to teach yourself to match the sewing machine. Charlie, go and watch it and then come back to this one. Like I said, it's a continuation. On today's video, we're going to be talking about beginners sewing projects, how to choose your beginners sewing project. You should know how to choose your beginner sewing project, okay? Because there's a certain way you can choose your beginner sewing project, and before you even start making what you want to make, if you're somebody that wants to know how to make outfits and you're able to choose this beginners project and you practice with them, when you start sewing outfits, you'll be sewing like bam. Your outfit will be clean, your stitching will be on point, because you've been practicing with smaller and simpler beginners project. Okay, that's what we're here to talk about. Okay, so grab your grab your pen. Hurry back, okay? Let's do this. Let's talk about the projects that you can pick. Now, these projects that I'm about to mention are projects that can help you learn how to properly use your tape and practice your stitching, and also practice how to design, customize those things. Yeah, this particular simple project is going to consist of just 3 things, okay? Because I want you to practice your tape reading and your stitching. 3 categories, which is cutting shapes. You're going to learn how to cut shapes and sew with shape and take measurement of shapes. And if you know, most shape, or all shapes, not most shapes, all shapes are in length and in width, okay? Including me and you, we are shapes. It's all in length, width, there's circumference, there's all those things, but you see this length and width, you can never neglect it. So this is going to help you. That's for the first category, which is cutting shape. You're going to learn how to cut different shapes, sew on them. Second, shapes and elastic, that's the second category. learning how to cut shapes and now adding elastic to it. That should be your next project, especially if you're somebody that wants to learn how to make outfits. You're going to be dealing with elastic if you want to learn how to make outfit. Okay, at one point you're going to be dealing with elastic. We're going to be talking about elastic stroke zip. That one, Charlie, is sure. For outfits you're going to be adding zip. So we're going to be talking about project under shapes and elastic stroke zip. The last one is based on customization. Okay, the last one we're going to be calling it shape and customization, which is like creating outfit and you get the other things. For the first project under shapes, you can go ahead and cut things like your fabric coaster. If you know what the fabric coaster looks like, you know that it comes in square and in circle. So for the first one, which is cutting shapes, you can make simple projects like a fabric coaster. If you don't use coaster in your house, do this and start using it. And if you're somebody that you guys use, you have coasters already, you can just make fabric coasters and cover the one you have, or just make, you know, fabric coasters and use them like that. Okay, so this is a very simple project that can help you learn how to stitch and also take measurements in length and in width, because you know coasters comes in either squares or circle, and now you're learning how to cut shapes like square and circle. Okay, so that is a simple project that you can do. The next one is you can make handkerchiefs. Okay, you can make handkerchiefs, source for light fabrics, that's, you know, very cheap fabrics and that is light, and you can make handkerchief. Okay, this is going to also help you learn how to stitch, also learn how to hem edges. So the shapes that you're cutting, you're not stitching it well and you're hemming edges, because you have to hem the edge of your handkerchief. So this will also help you learn how to hem edges. The next one, napkins, which is like the same handkerchiefs. Napkins, you try projects like napkins and just use that to make your hands strong in sewing. Okay, so you can do this using your needle and thread. If you're somebody that is very patient, you can do this with your needle and thread. If you have hand sewing machine, use that to make napkins. Don't wait until you're able to sew outfit. If you are somebody that wants to start sewing outfits, you don't need to wait that long. Make napkins. You can make pillowcases. Now you can make table runners. Okay, those middle things on the tables, you can make them, or even table cover for your table. This one is just going to help you understand how to sew something very long, because if you know table runners, you know that they are long, or covers, they are long, so you're going to know how to sew things that are very long. You're going to know how to hem them. When it comes to sewing something long, there's this amount of patience that you need to be. So you can make table covers or table runners, and that is for shapes. Okay, these are simple projects that you can try, and this is going to help your stitching, your measurements, which is knowing how to read your tape. Do you know that you can make a wrap skirt with just knowing the length of how you want the wrap skirt or the width? Just knowing that. Like I said, we're dealing in only length and width. Okay, so it's not just when you know how to take body measurements. That is not when you should start sewing. Now length and width. So if you know how to take something's width, that's the wideness of that thing, and you know how to take the length of it, how long it is, honey, you can be making so many things. So do you know that you can make a wrap skirt? So under shapes, let's say wrap skirt, because what is a wrap skirt? Apart from the ones that we do with curls and the one that we do to fit us, there are wrap skirts that you can make in just cutting square, or let's say rectangle, and a longer rectangle as a band. That is a wrap skirt. Then your mother's wrapper. What is the wrapper? That wrapper that your mother tie, if you're African, the wrapper that they tie around, what is it? Is it not made in width and then length? Now you can make a wrap skirt under shapes. If you're a female, you are somebody that likes the look of wrap skirt and you want to own a wrap skirt, this can be a sewing project that you can do. Okay, find out the width of the biggest part of where your wrap skirt will be sitting, which is, I think, your hip, and what you do is either times your hip by 2 or by 1.5, depend on how wide you want it to be, times your hip by that amount. That is the width now, which is timesing your hip by 2. That is the width. The length now is going to be where it will sit to where it will stop on your body. So from your waist down to where, that's the length. Now cut a rectangle of that, you know, that's width and length. hem the edges, cut a longer band that is longer than what you've cut, and that is your half skirt. Okay, so that should be something that you should think about if you're somebody that wants to learn how to sew and you want to wrap skirts. Okay, but now let's move to the shapes and the elastic. On this I have simple project like scrunchies. Yes, you can make scrunchies. Okay, in case you're a guy watching this video, don't say, oh, what am I using a scrunchie for? You have a niece, you have somebody, sister, you have a mother. Okay, you can make scrunchies for these ladies for them to be able to use to pack their hair. So yeah, get you your fabric. For scrunchies you don't even need so much fabric. Get fabric, cut length, cut width, then put your elastic through whatever you've cut while sewing, and that is going to create scrunchies for you. Now for this particular part, I'm going to be finding videos for you. I'll put their link in the description box so you can go there and watch like the simplest way to make scrunchies. I have a video, but in case you don't want to watch my video, even though I'm the one bringing the information to you, I'm going to have links for you down there. Okay, so just go there and do your sourcing. Watch videos that teaches you how to make simple scrunchies, make scrunchies, you know. And if you're a girl, you don't wear scrunchies, you can make this for your friends, you can make this for your siblings, your mom. You have a mom. Make scrunchies, okay, simple. This is going to help you work on shapes, cutting shapes, and also now you're adding elastic, which is something you're going to be working with for the long run. Okay, next I have hairbands. Hairbands are simple things that you can make, and videos are going to be down there on the link in the description box. The next I have face masks. Is a simple project. Now you don't have to make the face masks like the normal way they make face masks. Now this is your chance to wow out. Okay, make face masks because this includes fabric, shape, and also elastic. Okay, make face masks and, you know, simple projects, hair bonnets, simple projects, elastic waist skirts, simple projects. Now why I have elastic waist skirt is that there are waist skirts that you can make with just length and weight. All you have to do is now add elastic to the band side of the skirt, and it's just going to ruche everything and give you whatever it is going to give you. But then you can make skirts like that you don't need to mark points or, you know, indicate round measurements. You don't need to do that. You can just cut square or rectangle. I keep calling square, but you can cut, you know, rectangle shapes, as in two fabrics on the band, put elastic on it, and you have a skirt that you can wear. Okay, it's not going to be fitted, but it's a skirt, and it's a simple project that you can do as a beginner. Okay, and toe bags. Now I am coming into customization, like shape, elastic, zip customization. On here I'll talk about zip. Zip is part of the customization, which is the third stage or the third category. Shape, zip, elastic, and customization. On this part, this is where, before you get to this point and you've been cutting all these things I've cut, you've cut the first category, second category. On this space you can be able to do this. Okay, don't say I can't do it. this stage you can be able to do it. Okay, you can make toe bags, and if you know toe bags, you know that they include shapes and handle, and at this point now you can even customize it, you know, do other things on the outer layer, you know, just give it a vibe, give it your you vibe. If you're an artist, draw something, you know. This is where you can start designing. At this point, customization, this third stage, you have become, see, you are now a fashion person. You've started, okay, you are in it. Okay, so at this point the first thing I have is toe bags. Okay, you can make toe bags, you know, you can put envelope on your toe bag, make it have a cover, or you can just use elastic. There are toe bags that they use elastic at the top edge, head, and you can add handle. I was going to say hard handle. You can add a handle. At this point you can add zip. So you can start working with zip, and if you know how to attach zip on your toe bag, before you get to the things that you want to be making, especially if you want to make outfits, you'll be good in this thing. Okay, so after toe bag, the next thing I have is basic top and basic skirts. Okay, now you have graduated, though. You're no longer doing shapes. You're not there doing coasters. Even though it's not a bad thing to do coasters and just dwell in it and say, okay, I don't want to make any other thing, I want to be designing coasters. But what I'm saying now is that you've gone through these 3 stages and now you want to start making outfits. You can sew now, you can sew straight lines, you can sew curved lines, and you can be able to cut your length and width as a top or skirt, and you can be able to sew this. You don't need to immediately start making amazing skirts or amazing perfect top, but you can make something that you can wear or sell out. You can make crop tops or shoulder tops, what do you call it, short skirts, midi skirts. You know, you can now get to the point where you can sew whatever it is you want to sew when it comes to basic tops. Basic, make sure the basic is in front, and basic skirts. Okay, so these are the simple beginner projects that I feel like you can do. Now there are other beginners projects that you can do, and this is going to help you practice how to take measurements in length and in width, you know, teach you how to match your sewing machine and properly sew. This is going to also teach you how to cut the distance out. In case you know some that I did not mention here, please let me know on the comments section below, okay, because I couldn't talk about everything. These are the simple ones that I could come up with, and these ones, to me, the way I've categorized them, if you follow it before you finish this, you know, you get to a point where you can be able to do whatever you want to do when it comes to sewing. Okay, and yeah, that's just it. Hope this video was interesting to somebody out there. My beginners, you're a beginner, you're watching this video, what do you think? Is this information useful, and are you going to follow it? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, and please don't forget to like this video, like it, okay? Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you want suggestion on the comment section, and if you're somebody out there that you have other beautiful informations that are going to be useful to beginners and I've not said this thing before on any of my videos, let me know on the comment section, okay, so that I can make videos on it and share. Okay, and yeah, that's it. That's all the information I have for you today. I love everybody that have seen this video, and especially those that have engaged. I'm the one that is loving you more. Okay, thank you, and I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye.